Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at when men give equality back to women. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Edgar, can I tell you what I think the centralized problem with humanity is?
Oh, I am all ears, baby.
Men.
What do you both have to say to misogynists who say women belong in the kitchen?
I say it's a new time.
I couldn't agree more. I think cooking is far too important of a task to entrust to women.
Oh, what? Them's fighting words, bro. Them's fighting words.
You know it's time to head home when you're losing an argument to a puppet.
Bro, your tire fell off. Bro, pull over. You don't have a tire on your rim. Bro. Yo, she's straight tripping.
This is exactly how the women screaming, "I don't need a man," are functioning in real life.
All I know is that Victoria Paris is a legend for doing this. I don't even know how many countries she went to, but she's a legend. She's a legend. Like, nobody can one up her for that. Like, this is insane. This is horrid. This is worse than the walk of shame. Like, this is messed up. Oh my god.
I have no idea who Victoria Paris is, but maybe this woman needs to take a leaf out of her book.
I wish women understood that equality goes both ways. Okay? Not everything's about you in a relationship. Not everything's about you. When you ask me why I can't leave the toilet seat up, well, why can't you leave the toilet seat down? You know what I mean? I didn't have to go pee in the middle of the night. Why do I have to break my back to lift it up?
So you're saying chivalry is just dead?
It's not about chivalry.
You don't think so?
I ordered food. I asked you if you wanted something to eat. You said no. Why is it when my plate comes, all of a sudden you're hungry? Leave my chicken fingers alone.
I got my own chicken fingers.
Exactly. Independence. Be independent.
I am independent. I
So
actually
then stop
agree with
asking
you.
me for my food. Leave my food alone. Leave the toilet seat up. Leave my hoodies alone, even though they're Joybox merch coming soon. Leave all that stuff alone. It's mine. It belongs to me.
Chivalry is basically just their excuse to get everything handed to them while shaming men who don't play along.
Do you think a woman can physically compete with a man in sports?
I mean, I feel like the majority of sports, maybe there's some sports that I'm not too familiar with where I do agree men just tend to have more of that natural strength than women. But as far as like shooting basketballs or like kicking a ball, like I think women can probably be better than most men.
You think a woman could beat LeBron James in a one-on-one?
Yeah, it's just shooting a basketball.
LeBron James.
Is it Leslie?
You think a pro female player could beat LeBron James?
Yes, yes, yes.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just shooting a basketball. I'm not good at it, but it's not like based on like your muscles as much. I don't
Yeah, it
know.
is. It's super
Not-
physical.
Yeah, but like women can be physically fit too, and there are pro women basketball players, so.
But they're much worse than the men.
No,
You don't think so?
no,
Why does nobody watch the WNBA?
I don't know. I'm not into sports too much in general, so I don't know.
How delusional do you have to be to honestly believe a woman could be better than LeBron James at basketball?
It's not funny. I just want to be a housewife forever and not have to work. Stop.
Unfortunately for her, their bills are still gonna exist when that little crying session is over.
Because I really just spent the night at a guy's house and he asked me to take the trash on my way out. The worst thing is that I'm doing it. So come with me to take the trash out at a man's apartment. Is this the real option?
I wouldn't call it a walk of shame if she's actually making herself useful for once.
I swear, if I could go back in time and tell the woman that stood up for our right to work, I would.
Some women are way too comfortable disrespecting the very lifestyle they now benefit from.
Come see me. Come see me. Drive here. You should come to where I'm from. Come over. Why it always gotta be me? What happened to let me drive? Let me use my time and my gas. Why does it have to be us?
If going to see her boyfriend feels like this much work, why is she even with him?
Thank you, baby. Why I get that notification?
It's the lack of embarrassment that gets me, because her own card was clearly never an option. So the rules suddenly changed just because a woman's paying? What happened to equality?
You know, being single is nice and all, but at times like this, I really wish I had a big, strong man to come and help me take my groceries in.
Is that really all a man is good for in her eyes?
Us feminists were not fighting for a 50-50 financial relationship with our men. We were talking about having a 50-50 relationship with home responsibilities. But I don't cook, so he's definitely going to be taking that on, and I'm not cleaning because I don't like getting dirty. Like, ew. When it comes to taking care of the kids, he's definitely going to be taking that on because that's way too much work. So I want to have a job as an influencer, and I want him to be a CEO. He'll pay for everything: mortgage, bills, childcare, my designer bags and outfits, my daily massages and weekly nail appointments, hair appointments, Botox, waxing, laser, and then also all the girls' trips that I want to go on. He will be paying for all of that.
Yeah, somehow I don't think she understands what 50-50 means. There are plenty of other reasons, but I'm glad she's starting to understand.
Hello?
He might have won the match, but he's definitely going to be paying for it later.
I just opened the door to my apartment and there was a man like a couple feet behind me, so I held the door open with my hands full of packages, mind you, and instead of grabbing the door and taking over and being like, go ahead girl, thanks, he walks through the door and goes, thank you. I'm sorry, are you a little lady? You're a 6'5" man and you're gonna shuffle on in and walk through the door and be like, thank you. That's crazy. Hold the door open for me and let me walk through. That's your job. Like, chivalry is dead. That was so actually mind-blowing. Like, thank you. You're not welcome.
I'm sorry, but unless he's a doorman, that's definitely not his job.
Doesn't matter, is it done? Okay, it's us two against him.
Notice how we did all that without even breaking a sweat? And then for some reason, they still think they stand a chance against men at sports.
I'm all for princess treatment, but this is too far. You're wearing my coat, but holding yours. Usually you don't even bring one and you steal it. I don't mind that. But you brought one, you have it in your hand.
I want to wear your coat. This is boyfriend goals. Like, I need to wear your coat. It's like a dog weeing on a lamppost. So just leave me be.
That's not boyfriend goals. It's more like boyfriend torture.
This is us before hiking 16 miles.
Their absurd level of confidence at the beginning makes the rescue footage 10 times funnier.
I'm definitely doing this wrong, but... Ah. Is this going? There's like 5 men over there and no one's offered to help. Why would a man be here?
don't think I put the thing in the right spot because, like, why is this taking so long?
I reckon every guy that saw this mess decided their own piece was more important.
Guys, I'm scared. Can I use this? It's green. I feel like I'm gonna explode on the internet. I mean, the interstate. I'm filling up my tank with this green thing. I don't know. Is it gonna be okay? Like, should I fret? I don't know. I have a question. Is this all, I like your Crocs. I like your Crocs. Okay, is this like all diesel? Like, what's the vibe? Because the handle's green. Yeah. Wait, come look. I used it and it was green.
The scariest part is realizing people like her are sharing the same roads as everybody else.
We are as a generation of women. Let me tell you what. Oh my God. So I am on the freeway, right? My freaking tire, my tire light comes on. I pull over at the gas station. My tire wall is busted out, right? I'm at a gas station. There's multiple men in work trucks, and I literally was like, can someone please help me change my tire? Like, I will pay you. All of them said no. Right. All of them said no.
That's okay.
This one man was like, do you need a jump off? I can do that. But you can't change a tire? I'm the most independent person, and this is probably the one thing that I've never had to do in a family of men. Of men?
If she can't even change a tire by herself, maybe she's not as independent as she thinks she is.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a feminist, until I'm not, because some of these things. First up on the list, my feminism immediately exits my body when I approach a bar or club, and especially when I enter, I will do whatever it takes, literally whatever it takes, to get into that club or bar, and to never have to pay for a thing I'm doing in the entirety of the time I am in the club or bar. I think this is perfectly reasonable. This is the tax that men should pay for existing in society. Next up is an obvious one. The moment a check gets near me and there's a man in the vicinity, as far as I'm concerned, there is still a wage gap and chivalry is not completely dead. So again, all of a sudden, I don't know what feminism means. If I see a door and there's a man with me, I act like I don't know what it is. In that moment, I've never touched a door or seen one in my life. And last but not least, if I happen to hang out with a guy's girl, I don't support you, I know your intentions, and you're not cooler than me because you drink beer. I could come up with a million of these.
Isn't it ironic how she's only a feminist when it's convenient for her?
Should women be required to register for the draft the same way men are?
No, we already are at a disadvantage. We don't get paid as much as men. We don't have the same health care as men. And I feel like overall, men need to contribute something. Like, just get out there. Go on the front lines. Put ICE there, too.
I would say no, too. Because, I don't know, we break our backs every single day pushing out kids. We don't need to be doing more labor and whatnot.
And you guys take your lives for us.
Yeah.
Continue to give life.
I just don't think they should, because the drafting is for people because they need people to help. And it's like, I feel like they just need the men more.
Like 5 foot, what would we help? I mean, we could be like medics and
This is great to hear, because if the army actually started drafting people like them, every war would be over before it started.
I post about this when I first started posting, but if you're a feminist, or anything around that, and you're still saying men should pay for everything, or, men need to be the providers, you're not a feminist. And not even the slightest. I don't know how you fight for women's equality on every other aspect, but then when it comes to your partner, all of a sudden is, no, that's a man's job. He needs to pay for everything. How did we become so woke that we actually went full circle back headfirst into the patriarchy? All of you that do this disappoint me immensely. And it's the worst when you comment on a video, people are like, oh, someone would say surgery is just feeding into patriarchy and stuff. And then there'll be comments like, just let them do what they want. And then you'll reply that's low-key just choice feminism. And then once I replied that, everyone just replies, what's choice feminism? I just made that. All of you guys are.
If real feminism means we don't have to pay anymore, then count me in.
Men, you guys need to do better. Leave the princess treatment for us, for the women. So I was just at the grocery store and there was a couple there with maybe a 2-year-old baby girl, and the little girl starts crying, wanting her mom to pick her up. The mom picks her up, and you know what this man does? He walks away. And I'm like, okay, Well, maybe he's gonna help the mom get groceries. Mind you, the mom's carrying the baby and pushing the cart while this man just walked away. And like I said, okay, maybe he's gonna help her get groceries. Nope, the mom's right there with the baby in her arms, with a bag in her hands, like this, trying to get the tomatoes. And I'm like, does he not see his woman struggling? And I swear he walked away, far away from them, as if he didn't know them. It looked like he wasn't even with her.
Did she ever stop and think that maybe he didn't know them? I guess being judgmental sounded more fun.
Ladies, learn how to change your tires yourself. I just got a flat not too long ago, so I decided that I was going to go to the nearest gas station and fill up my tire. Come to find out, there's a hole in my tire that I can't fix. So when I go back to see if I can be able to put the donut on my car, I can't do it because I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I don't have enough strength to be able to grip in my hands. So I go into the gas station to see if I can ask the attendant if he can help me. If he can help me, and he literally gives me the literal Gen Z stare, and he says, I can't help you. You're going to have to drive to the nearest gas station. Sir, I came here because this was my nearest gas station, and the next one is not for another half a mile, which my car won't make it to because I could probably die on the road. He then continues to give me a Gen Z stare and says, well, you're just going to have to call for a tow. So I literally asked him, I'm like, hey, will you be able to help me crank up my car to put the donut on it? The guy then continues to Gen Z stare me and just be like, no, I can't help you. You're just gonna have to call a tow. So when they tell you that chivalry is not dead, let this be a lesson to you that yes, it is. A majority of men nowadays, even still, when they see someone in distress, especially a lady in distress, they're not gonna help. I would have done this all by myself if I was not in a rheumatoid arthritis flare and I couldn't be able to grip properly. So let this be a cautionary tale to you ladies. Learn how to change your own tires, learn how to change your own oil, and learn how to do the basic minimum upkeep on your car.
It's funny how chivalry is dead usually just means that they didn't get any special treatment.
So I live by myself, and 5 days ago, I asked my boyfriend to help me take my trash out because it's literally stuck in the can and I can't get it out. That was 5 days ago. I have to take my trash out, okay? Trash day already came and went. So, watch me do this.
Insane that it's 5 days later and she's still fighting for her life against a trash bag.
My husband's making me get a job. He's making me be a barista at his restaurant. I've been fighting with him for a week because I obviously don't want to do it. I'm not wearing a uniform.
No, I'm not wearing that. I'm gonna wear this.
You're gonna wear it.
Whatever, I wore it. I'm getting paid. He's gonna pay me for this.
You're gonna pay me for this, right?
No. Why would I?
I have a feeling he's gonna be like extra nice to me just because I'm his wife, so.
What?
No, let's go.
No, I'm seriously done. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I'm really not doing it.
Oh, well, I'm not.
Hey, what kind of latte is this?
It's just my latte that I like.
But employees can't drink on the line, sweetheart. That's not how we do things here at Egg Bar.
I want to drink it.
Not on the line. You have to clock out.
Yeah, coffee.
Tasha.
Coffee.
Clock out.
Coffee.
Clock out.
I need to take a break. Break time.
You've been here for 2 minutes.
Break time.
It's okay. My birthday's coming up and I want to get.
Go.
I'm just gonna be patient.
Take it out.
Yeah, no, I can't do this.
You 10 to 12?
Huh?
10 to 12?
Absolutely not. That's 2 hours.
Anyways, I'll be there tomorrow. Probably not for long, because there's no way I'm lasting all night.
The level of privilege and entitlement on display here is honestly just hard to watch.
What I don't understand is that guys were made to pursue girls, yet we live in a society where, because of the lack of men there are, girls are having to throw themselves at guys to even have them look their way. Please.
Women definitely have options. They just don't like choosing the realistic ones.
Can you please help me understand why men in America act so differently than men in my country? I'm staying home today because I got sick, but I spoke with my American friend and with my Russian guy friend. My American friend said, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I hope you feel better soon. After I said to my Russian friend that I'm sick, the first thing he said, do you need any medication? Do you want me to come? Do you need any help? Do you need anything? No, and it's not just that person. It's culture, baby.
It's probably because Russian men aren't exposed to the level of entitlement shown by American women.
Crazy scam of dating nowadays is that men prefer a woman who looks like a woman but acts like a man. That drives me nuts, honestly. Because each time I meet with men, they're like, oh, you're so elegant, you're so feminine. I mean, yeah, these are my photos on dating apps. I make an impression of very classy, very elegant, very feminine. Like I'm the girl who wears high heels on each date I'm going to.
And men, they love it. They still expect for you to look like a woman, but act like a man. And that's why I believe that all this, they still expect for you to look like a woman, but act like a man. And that's why I believe that all this 50-50 stuff, it's not a feminism. It's actually supporting the biggest scam against women, which is going on right now. I'm not saying that things should be like conservative way, the way they were, but it should be a new way where woman is strong, has equal rights, but men still pay for her because they acknowledge how it's harder for her, like just biologically, to function in a world which was built. What do you think? Let me know in comments.
So she poses as this classy lady online, but she's still too broke to afford a taxi or pay for her own meal? Not only did she expose her lack of adulting skills, she accidentally made a great ad for that suitcase too. She better keep practicing, because men are gonna carry on giving these entitled women exactly what they asked for. Something tells me this wouldn't be much different even if she was sober.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, lift! No! Ready? Go. Oh, yes! I'm a bit sweaty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, hold it. Get that down. What? Over there. Oh my god, sorry. Impossible! It's alright. Alright? Yeah. My neck. Oh, I'm dropping it! No. I'm not dropping it. No! Babe, we can't do this. Yes, we can. This is too hard.
If they had just a few functioning brain cells between them, they wouldn't be having this problem in the first place.
Moses was filming an argument when the rage was turned onto him.
Erase that. Lady, are you crazy?
But then this happens.
Lady! Ooh.
And the police get involved. You get to defend yourself if being attacked, right? Well, we don't actually see physical contact in the video. Clearly this woman is the first to get physically aggressive. She tries grabbing for Moses' phone a couple of times, which is his private property, securely in his hand. And then she ups the ante with a balled up fist and even threats to use that fist. Moses, to his credit, can be seen physically retreating as she keeps advancing towards him. We can't see exactly what happens after the lady swings her fist at Moses, but we can see that she ends up on the ground. So it seems like he either pushed or punched at her to get her away. While I haven't become a Florida lawyer during the course of this video, this seems like a very reasonable use of force on Moses' part.
Equality at its finest. He rebooted her back to factory settings without even laying a finger on her. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.